Bonjour à tous, c'est Trail pour la chaîne Imaginaire. On se retrouve pour la suite de The Council qu'on va lancer tout de suite. On est parti.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
Ok, donc on a un résumé de nos choix du jeu. Manuscrit à équiper. Ok, plus 100 compétences d'érudition, conviction, je sais même plus. Pourquoi j'étais balèze. Vigilance. Interrogatoire, psychologie, agilité. J'ai commencé à progresser en logique et en manipulation. Là, si on a des points là. 5 points restants avant le niveau, puis on a les actions. Okay. On va se prendre un point en logique. Un point en sciences. En manipulation ou psychologie, ça pourrait être pas mal. On n'a pas de points à attribuer là. Ok, c'est parti. La suite, l'épisode 2.
Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. However, there may be some new developments, but I don't know if they are linked to your mother. We have found Elizabeth Adams' body in her room. I'm afraid she was brutally murdered, stabbed several times.
Alors j'ai pas de timer, donc Elisabeth c'était la fille clairement paumée. Interrogatoire niveau 2.
Who could have done it?
That is precisely what I would like you to help us determine, Louis. Duchess Hillsborough informed us that she accompanied you at the beginning of the evening. You apparently bumped into Miss Adams, who wanted to speak to you. We are told you turned her away, and she went away on her own.
That's correct.
Do you know what she wanted to see you about, by any chance?
Not in the least.
Pity. The poor child was probably trying to find help.
I thought it could wait until tomorrow.
Apparently not. Louis, I shan't hide the fact that this tragedy puts me in a very delicate situation. I cannot risk upsetting the smooth operation of our next conference. But the case cannot remain unaddressed.
I understand. What do you intend to do?
I must reassure my guests, and justice will be done. And for that to happen, I must ask for your help.
Why is that?
You met Elizabeth. You spoke together, I believe. She trusted you. Listen, Louis. Find out who could have committed this murder. I refuse to believe that one of my guests is the murderer. I want to know who is responsible for this. And I trust you. You have my backing. You must stop at nothing. Can I count on you?
Of course. How would you like me to proceed?
Maybe you could start by going to the scene of the crime. Elizabeth was attacked in her room.
Can you tell me anything else about what happened?
Now, Louis, I wouldn't want to influence you. Get over there and form your own opinion.
Right. I'll get over there immediately.
Thank you, Louis. Now, once you've finished, come back and let me know your findings. I'll be waiting. And Louis, you've got permission to search through the guests' rooms. They've all been notified and they agree.
Ok, voilà qui va être intéressant, pouvoir fouiller les chambres des autres. Ça peut être pas mal. Alors j'ai l'impression qu'ils ont patché la lourdeur de la caméra. C'était particulièrement lourde. Ok, ça... autrement je vais vous donner envie de vomir là.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Ok, je suis en train un petit peu de reprendre mes marques. Apparemment que j'ai pas joué au jeu. Eric est là. Clé à motif occulte de l'eau. Ok.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight, and you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
J'avais tellement l'habitude que la caméra soit lourde. Il faut changer encore la sensibilité parce que là ce coup-ci elle est vraiment... Au moins on a un réglage qui est plus performant. Il faut la régler... Oula, comme on le souhaite. Ouais, je vais encore changer ça parce que ça va pas être terrible. Désolé pour ces petits ajustements.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Une idée. Ah, Dante peut-être.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Dante, non, Dante, il y a plus de lettres. 5 lettres à Dante. Dante. Alors là, on a... Nouveau truc, faut que je me souvienne à quoi servait l'élixir d'or, etc. J'ai un peu zappé. Alors, l'inventaire. On a récupéré la clé de l'eau, la clé de la terre. Alors, la croix de Malte. Dévoile temporairement les immunités. Restaure 2 points d'effort. Prochaine utilisation de compétences gratuites. Guérit les altérations négatives. Alors ça, c'est les points d'effort. Ça, c'est les altérations négatives, les immunités. Immunité, je l'utilise pas beaucoup. Alors, on va discuter avec le curé là-bas. Oh, il y a quelque chose au sol là? Non, c'est pour descendre. Ok. C'est quoi le bouquin déjà là-bas? Ça serait pas lui qui donne le code du... à vérifier.
Dante's Purgatory.
Purgatoire de
What
Dante.
is your mind
Eh bien ça,
presumed
c'était
to
Dante.
flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form?
Your Eminence, I imagine that you've heard the news about Miss Adams.
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around near Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing. But if I were you, my son, I would talk to Monsieur Peru. You remember how violently he set upon Miss Adams.
Oh, don't worry. He's on the list of suspects.
Ok. Alors, je vais encore réduire un tout petit poil. Voilà. Alors, les escaliers étaient par là. Alors, est-ce que je vais fouiller le bureau de l'ami là? Ouais, je peux toujours. Il y a peut-être des choses à y prendre. Je vais pas le réinterroger pour l'instant. Je pense que ça sert à rien.
Carmelite water. The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
Ouais, c'est très joli cette coupole. Alors. Je pense que j'ai rien oublié. Ok, on vient de descendre ces marches. Je fais un peu des lieux. On va pouvoir faire le tour de l'ensemble des chambres. On est à l'étage où il y a toutes les chambres. Alors, on commence par qui? Jacques Pérou.
What do you want from me, de Richet?
Greetings. It's fallen to me
Cut
that...
the crap! Get to the point. We both know why you're here.
And have you got anything to tell me?
What does it matter? It's too late anyway. Do what you have to do and get out.
It's never too late, sir. If you have something to say, now is the time.
You don't understand. Everything's already written. It's over.
Why is he behaving like the perfect culprit? What is it that's already written? I'm not sure I follow you.
No, you don't. All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. Goodbye, sir. We shall meet again.
Probably.
On va déjà fouiller, je poserai des questions après.
4 circles. Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you.
Cher Monsieur Pérou, je vous écris afin de vous remercier des fonds que vous nous avez envoyés. Cela serait d'une aide cruciale pour la rénovation de l'aile ouest de l'orphelinat. Les enfants que vous nous avez envoyés se portent à merveille et le petit Pierre sera bientôt marché. Il arrive encore que certains d'entre eux fassent des cauchemars du sort funeste pour rencontrer leurs parents à l'échafaud, mais je gage que cela cessera avec le temps. Si vous veniez à nous en confier encore, sachez qu'une vingtaine de lits seront bientôt prêts pour cela. Les enfants et moi, nous vous remercierons jamais assez. Vive la République, vive la France, Sœur Marie-Hélène. Ok, finalement, comme d'hab, on fait passer le mec un peu brutal. Il n'y a pas tant que ça. Un massacre des innocents de Rubens.
Guess my room is not that bad. Great, honey.
La gelée royale. Ah oui, bon, c'est vrai qu'on consomme des points, utilise les compétences. J'ignore si nous nous reverrons. Je suis prisonnier aujourd'hui, piégé par mes propres décisions. Tu dois être protégé. Mon avenir est perdu, mais toi, tu peux encore être sauvé. Quelle que soit la rancœur que tu auras contre moi, sache que j'ai pactisé avec un diable que je pensais maîtriser. Je croyais que je connaissais les monstres, mais ce que j'ai fait pour la France n'est rien à comparer à ce dont ils seront capables. Aujourd'hui, je ne vois pas d'issue, les mâchoires se referment sur moi. Je t'aime maintenant et à jamais. Ouais, pas de signataire.
Records of the police. Notes intended for the police lieutenant of Paris. It's a list of people under surveillance in Paris. And there's some well-known names on it. This is valuable information. This shouldn't be lying around.
Dear friend.
Mon ami, je vous prie de me rejoindre prestement ici même. Nous devons nous entretenir de la suite des opérations à Paris. Un bateau vous attendra à Calais et vous conduira à Dover, en Angleterre. De là, une calèche vous emmènera au port de Tintagel, où une frégate vous attendra. Vous ainsi que d'autres invités afin de me retrouver sur mon île au plus vite. Je vous attends, Lord William Mortimer. Ok.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. I'd like to talk about the letter you're writing. What woman is it addressed to?
Who says it's a woman? I'm not saying any more. There's no point you insisting. All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. Let's get right to it. Are you Elizabeth Adams' murderer?
That is for you to prove, if I'm not mistaken, boy. You weren't expecting me to do all the legwork for you, were you? Lazy man.
Goodbye, sir. We shall meet again.
Probably.
Ok. Je vais quand même l'interroger. Finalement, avec ça. Voilà.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. 2 days ago, I surprised you having a go at Miss Adams.
What happened? Did you want to give her another beating? She wouldn't let you push her around again, huh?
Shut up, you little shit! You have no idea what happened, and here you are, carping away. You think you're investigator of the year. Have you taken a look at yourself, Deriche?
Didn't you get enough beating her black and blue the last time?
I did not!
Why?
Nothing. Get away from me.
Just as soon as you stop treating me like I'm an idiot. If you wanted people to think you were guilty, you couldn't have done any better. So cut the bullshit and come clean now.
I can't! He'll come for revenge.
Who?
No one! Just shut your trap, goddammit! Yes, I was there. Yes, I walked in her blood. You've got all you need to wrap it up. Now scram!
Ok, il m'a foutu dehors. Apparemment, il était sur place. Ah, on arrive chez l'ami Napoléon. Oh putain. Caméra qui... Je me demande si en voulant réparer la caméra, ils ont finalement pas fait plus mal que ce qu'il y avait avant. On va aller fouiller la chambre.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed.
Ok, donc ça on l'a déjà lu.
There's just one holster in Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
On aurait peut-être dû aller fouiller la chambre en premier de la victime. Pas grave.
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with my dearest son. I'm writing to...
On a déjà lu aussi ça.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
Did you hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi. I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
Can you tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
Did any of you leave during the game?
Not that I know of, monsieur. I didn't exactly spend my time noting the other guests' comings and goings, but I don't think so.
Thank you. Did you notice anything unusual during the evening?
Nothing at all, except the luck of the devil of Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory at cards.
Did they win much?
Oh la la, monsieur, they cleaned us out more like. But I plan on getting it all back before we leave.
What time did the game end?
I can't say exactly. As for me, I must have stayed until midnight. I was exhausted, couldn't think straight. So I preferred to go up to bed.
On your way up to bed, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, not in the least. The whole manor was sound asleep.
Not really. No.
Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
I've been studying him for a while now, and I don't think he was lying. Yet, I'm surprised how easy it was for me to read him. It must surely be his military side. I wish they all could be like that. My investigation would be finished already.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
Alors, ça c'est la chambre de Lady Hillsborough, Emily. On ira la voir après. Ça c'est Manuel Godoy. Je suis déjà allé dans la chambre d'Elisabeth. Maintenant que je suis dans ces couloirs là, assez proches. Ça c'est ma chambre normalement, si ma mémoire est bonne. Là. Tous les invités sont là normalement. On a le Piagui. Ah mais je pensais que c'était plus près moi. Ça c'est Washington. Ah, je sais plus qui c'était lui. Merde. Elle est où la chambre d'Elisabeth là? C'est Von Wilmer. C'est la chambre d'avant peut-être. Je suis perdu. Ah, ça c'est l'étage où je suis descendu. Ah voilà, c'est la chambre de la défunte. Ah, ils l'ont laissé là? D'accord. C'est une manière de voir les choses.
There are numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars. People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control. The scars are superficial and were made several years ago. She wasn't trying to take her own life. She had the sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her, the symbol of the living God, written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age, unless her mother was a tutor.
Mm-hmm.
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax, with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death. It looks as though the wounds were inflicted from a precise angle, as if the murderer was standing behind Elizabeth. The wounds are clean and look like they've been inflicted by a sharp object. Some of the lacerations have damaged vital organs, the heart, the right lung, which is perforated. Most of them weren't given with much force. She might even have survived. But the stab in the heart, though not all that deep, sealed her fate. Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Mais c'est affreux.
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck, and maybe mutilations. She bled from the nose. There's signs of bleeding, but I don't see any traces of bruising. What a strange smell. Her breath smells of alcohol and of laudanum. People use it to relieve pain.
Okay.
Wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol. No marks or bruising around the wrists. It doesn't look like she was tied up or held by force. This pinnacle's a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle. I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck, maybe mutilations. What a strange smell. Laudanum. Certain courtiers use it to get drunk. If taken in large quantities, it can provoke fits of madness. No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol. Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs. Let's see. No trace of sexual assault or rape. The direction of the blood streaks caused by the wounds to the thorax show that she was standing when she lost blood. This proves that she was standing when she was assassinated, possibly held by someone or something. More tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body.
Ok, ça nous a consommé pas mal.
Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
Bon, c'est Pérou, il nous a dit qu'il a marché en son sang. Je comprends pas bien tout à l'heure, mais bon. Il l'a pas tué.
The handprint on the handle is really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand. Knocked over bottle of wine. What kind of plonk is that? Hey, it's a Bordeaux. That's a Chateau de Briand. It's a great wine. I don't know what's happened to this wine, but it's undrinkable. Vials of laudanum. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved. A pentagram. What the hell's been going on here? Contrary to what most people believe, the pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil. I wonder if Elizabeth's death has anything at all to do with this pentagram. If a ritual went wrong and degenerated, Elizabeth would probably have been killed in the center of the pentagram, not 3 meters from here. That's strange. piece of fabric. High quality at that. I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear.
The color doesn't correspond to Emily's black outfits, and Elizabeth doesn't have anything quite like this in her wardrobe. Let's take a closer look. It's a little dirty. It must come from the bottom of the dress where it touches the ground. I recognize that moire pattern. It's the same as the travel dress my mother was wearing when she left. But why the hell did she come into this room?
Il est venu là, c'est que ma mère n'est pas morte. Oh, le pistolet de Bonaparte.
A pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light. There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there. A tribute engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France. It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and well, there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently. Right.
Ok, Bonaparte était là aussi. Il y a Pérou et Bonaparte qui étaient là. Qu'est-ce que faisaient nos deux amis là?
3rd November, 1791.
Ok, ça on a déjà lu.
June 11th, 1791.
Ça aussi.
A notebook written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out. Clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime. That was clearly only de facto because she was still with me at the time.
Ok.
My dear Elizabeth.
Has Sam finished with this room?
Do you know who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything that came to hand. Lord Mortimer told us not to enter the room.
Thanks for that information.
You are welcome, sir. Has Sam finished with this room?
I know enough now. Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
Très bien, on va s'arrêter là pour cette première vidéo. Merci à vous en tout cas. Il n'y a pas de sauvegarde si la mémoire est bonne. Ça sauvegarde automatiquement. Donc on se retrouve la prochaine fois pour suivre pour la poursuite de l'histoire de The Council. Merci à vous en tout cas. Salut.